If you've ever felt like the villain in your own story, this is why. They blamed you for everything. But the truth is, it was never yours to carry. It was never your fault. It was theirs. You were just a kid. You weren't trying to cause problems. You weren't trying to upset anyone. You were trying to exist, to feel loved, accepted, and safe. But somehow, even just being yourself made them angry. That's not on you. That's on them. You probably remember the days when you felt small. Not just physically, but emotionally. Like your feelings didn't matter. Like your words bounced off walls and disappeared. Like no matter how hard you tried to be good, it was never enough. Let me tell you something. That was never your fault. You didn't mess up. You weren't too much. You weren't the problem. They were. Because people who really care about you don't punish you for having emotions. They don't twist your words. They don't make you feel responsible for their bad day. But some parents do, and that's not okay. They will make you feel like their anger is your fault, like their silence is a punishment you deserve, like their love depends on your performance. That's not love. That's control. And maybe you've spent years wondering, why do I feel so guilty when I didn't even do anything wrong? It's because they taught you to feel that way. They trained you to doubt yourself. They trained you to second-guess everything, even your own pain. That's not what parents are supposed to do. That's manipulation, and it's not okay. They told you things didn't happen when they did. They told you you misunderstood, when really they were just trying to protect themselves. Because nothing scares them more than you seeing the truth. And guess what? You're starting to see it now. You're seeing how they shift the blame, how they act like the victim when they are the one who hurt you, how they smile in public but turn cold behind closed doors. You know what that's called. That's emotional abuse. Even if they never hit you, even if they bought you gifts, even if they said they loved you right after they made you cry. Because abuse doesn't always look like yelling. Sometimes it looks like silence. Sometimes it looks like pretending nothing happened. Sometimes it looks like making you feel guilty for having boundaries. You are not imagining it. You are not being dramatic. You are not overreacting. You are waking up. You are seeing things clearly. And that is terrifying, not for you, but for them. Because when you stop blaming yourself, they lose control. That is why they push back when you stand up for yourself. That is why they double down when you ask for fairness. That is why they suddenly become the nicest parent ever when you start pulling away. It is not real. It is a cycle. Love, withhold, guilt, repeat. But you do not have to stay stuck in it. You have the right to be angry. You have the right to be hurt. You have the right to want more than this. It is not disloyal to want respect. It is not betrayal to want space. It is not wrong to protect your peace. You are not their therapist. You are not their emotional punching bag. You are not their second chance. You are not their savior. You are a kid. You are still growing, still figuring out who you are, and it is not your job to carry the weight of their wounds. You are allowed to have fun, to laugh without guilt, to be proud of yourself, to say no, to not answer the phone, to choose silence when you need to heal. You are allowed to feel all of it, the grief, the anger, the relief, the sadness. Healing is messy, but guess what? You are already doing it. Every time you ask what is wrong with them instead of what is wrong with me, you are healing. Every time you notice the red flags, you are healing. Every time you cry and do not shame yourself for it, you are healing. You are becoming the version of you they tried to suppress. And that version is strong, is aware, is free. And with that freedom comes truth. And with truth comes power. The kind of power they feared you would one day find. You may not feel strong every day, and that is okay. Strength does not always roar. Sometimes it whispers, I am still here, even after everything. You have survived moments you thought would break you. And that is not weakness. That is resilience. That is your heart refusing to give up on itself. You are becoming someone they can no longer manipulate. Someone they can no longer gaslight. Someone they can no longer control with guilt or fear. And that is everything. One day you will build a life that feels safe. Not perfect, but real, and peaceful, and quiet in the best way. A place where no one makes you question your worth. Where love is not earned, it is given freely. Where I am proud of you does not come with conditions. Where you are heard, seen, and respected. Until that day comes, hold on to this. You are not broken. You are healing. You are rising. And no matter what they have said or done, it was never your fault. It was theirs. Say it again, even if just in your head. It was not my fault. It was theirs. Let that truth settle in your bones, because it is not just a sentence. It is a door, and once it opens, you do not have to go back. You get to create new boundaries. You get to find chosen family. You get to decide what love means to you, not what they said it had to be. You get to unlearn the lies they built into your identity. You get to replace them with something real. You are allowed to take your time, to go slow, to fall apart and come back together again. You are allowed to ask for help. You are allowed to feel joy without guilt. You are allowed to dream of something better, because better is coming. And it starts inside of you, with every truth you face, with every moment you choose your own voice, with every time you say this is not okay and mean it. You are not the villain. You never were. You were the child who needed love and got control instead. You were the heart that needed safety and got silence. You were the soul that needed honesty and got manipulation. But now you know, and that knowing will light your way forward. It was not your fault. It was theirs, and you were finally free to heal. Starting now, believe that you are worth more. Let your truth be louder than their lies. Rewrite the story they tried to control. And remember, it was never your fault, it was theirs. I repeat, it was never your fault. It was theirs. Please leave a comment if this was you. Your story matters. You matter, and you are not alone.